Hello all you tiny itty bitty beautiful people that live in the confines of my computer. My name is Finn. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I don't have some big pitch for you. I don't have a big communication to be had about a fictional character or a film. I just want to talk about this. I want to talk about this channel. I want to talk about me. And I want to talk about the goals that I am currently against. To begin, the channel is at 918 subscribers, which is baffling to me. And we've been at 900 for a while, and we're scrambling, and we're on our way to 1,000, and we'll get there. It's just a matter of when, not if. And I'm getting to the point where I want that a lot. I want to hit that mark. I want that 1,000. I want that moment a lot. I really want that to happen. And I'm going to start trying harder to get to that point, if that makes sense. So starting the week after this comes out, I'm going to be making more stuff. I will continue with the Fridays uploads, similar to the one you're watching right now, except there will be one more for sure each week as a way of helping push that a little bit harder, because I'm really interested in getting to that point, getting to that goal, getting to that milestone, and I feel like I'm stuck in a way. I feel like I don't have much opportunity to get to that point where I'm at currently, mostly due to the fact that views are not very good. Last week's video did great, and that's amazing, I love that, but typically it's not really going, like, I'm bringing in an average of like 40, which isn't a lot. So, I'm going to continue what I've been doing, with Friday's uploads being a big deal, and then alongside that, doing something smaller. I will not be scheduling myself to do those. Those are just going to be spur of the moment I do them. And I will not be making like big promises like, oh, it needs to be this long, oh, it needs to have this much, due to the fact that I don't feel like overdoing it. I don't feel like overstaying or burning myself out, so I'm not going to do that. So starting, I might do it sometime later this week, but I can't promise. I have a lot of work. I don't have many days off currently, so, but I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to post community tabs stuff way more. I'm going to continue doing what I do now, plus an extra thing, and I'm just going to push and push and push, because I want this pretty badly. Yesterday I cried about it. I was sitting in here and thinking about what to make. Now I'm yawning. And I cried about the fact that I haven't gotten to that point yet, that I haven't hit that milestone, because I've been at 900 for a while now, and I haven't had the chance to push it and get to where I want to be. So it's been a little weird, and then a couple videos have broken and died along the way, and I've had to find a way to scrap some of that. It's been a little rough. So, with that being said, I want you guys to be aware that I'm trying hard and that I'm pushing. So, from this point forward, Friday uploads will still be the bigger deal. They will still be 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever. And I have a couple ideas for the next few of those written down, so I will be getting to those. But on top of that, I will be trying to make more stuff. I will not be forcing myself to. If I'm burnt out, if I'm tired, I'm not going to make myself do extra, because I love this, and I would like to keep loving this. I would like to not push myself to the point where it becomes a chore or like a job. I want to continue doing it because I love it and because it's a hobby. And on top of that, I will be doing stuff in the community tab. I will be doing more polls. I will be asking you guys questions, maybe even trying to use you guys for a video, something where like I do like a Q&A and ask you guys questions and whatnot. And I mean, have you guys ask me questions, do something like that. So thank you for 900 subs, thank you for 700, for 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, thank you for 10. I deeply, deeply appreciate it, and this means the world to me, and I would very much like to continue doing it, and continue loving it, and continue pushing that stuff out where you guys can view it and see it, and be a part of this with me. Ignore the PlayStation taking off like an airplane behind me. I apologize. For those who don't know, I have been making things on this platform, making things on YouTube specifically, since I was 7 years old. I'm currently 20, so I've been doing stuff on this platform for 13 years. And there's been a lot of ups, there's been a lot of downs. I've had dozens of different channels, some of which have gone somewhere, some of which have not. I've done Minecraft parodies, I've done really shittily recorded Minecraft videos where I just kind of had like the phone camera pointed at the TV. I did stuff similar to the Minecraft videos with like really laggy FNAF games on Game Jolt. There was a period where I just did commentary stuff. There was a period where I did sort of what I'm doing now, but way shorter. That channel's still up, I think. A lot of them don't exist anymore. I've had probably a total of 10 copyright strikes on different channels. Or I guess not copyright strikes, but like videos being taken down or whatever due to that. Broken a couple community guidelines on old channels. Shared 2 or 3 channels with a couple people. I have been making YouTube videos longer than I have conscious memory. I've been on this platform longer than I've known any of my friends. I've been on this platform long enough to go through 7 or so different relationships. I've grown up, my hair has grown out and then been cut and grown out and been cut and grown out and been cut and grown out and been cut and grown out. I've had 4 jobs in the time that this channel has existed. Or not this channel has existed, but that I've been making YouTube. I've had 3 jobs in the time of this, which is crazy. It's just wild to me, you know, that I've been doing this for that long. And it's finally getting somewhere, you know. The most subs that I ever had before this channel was only like 60. And now, this channel's approaching 1,000. In the first couple months of it, it hit 100, you know, it means a lot to me. I don't know. I try not to get too sappy and too emotional and too lip-bitey, teary-eyed making stuff here. It happens every once in a while. And when we hit 1,000, I'm probably gonna cry. But I'm really excited about it, and I love doing this. I love communicating with you guys. I love answering comments. Funnily enough, I have a comment that I'm not allowed to react to. Like, it won't let me respond to it. So I guess I'll respond to it here. Thank you, random The Rock YouTube short. There's one comment on my channel that it won't allow me to comment on, like I can't react to it. So I'm going to do it here just because on my video titled, so about that Spider-Man trailer the one that came out last week, which has 160 views, which is really cool. Please go check that out. I love Spider-Man. Gary Collingwood 4002 5 days ago said in all caps, Peter Parker is a wanker. @men. And I don't really know what that means, Gary, so if you're out there, hi. What does that mean? And what would, is there a dialogue to be had there? Do you just not like Spider-Man? Do you dislike Peter specifically? I don't know. But that, I'm like not allowed to, like when I type something for that, like here I'll type, that begs the question, why is Peter a wanker? Question mark, and then I press the play button, and then I press, well, it's like a little, like, send thing, like a little, nothing. So, there's that. Anyways, the point I was getting at, I like reacting and commenting on your comments, and that is the only one on the channel page that I can find where I haven't reacted to it. So if you ever watch one of my videos and you want to have a dialogue with me, you want to get a reaction, whatever, I do react to every comment. Positive, negative, somewhere in the middle, informative, whatever it may be. I comment on all those, so if you're interested in anything like that, make sure to comment. Similarly, I have a Discord. It's not the most populated thing in the world. There's like 30 people on it, and typically there's not a whole lot of people doing stuff on it, but every once in a while we have long talks. Sometimes they're emotional, sometimes they're about a game, sometimes they're about a movie, sometimes it's just a simple back and forth about how was your day, whatever. And I kind of wish that community was a little bit stronger. I kind of wish, and that doesn't mean more people, that just means more communication, and a lot of that's on me, because I'm really bad at texting. I'm like horrible at it. So the idea of talking with a bunch of people in a Discord server is like a little awkward to me, because I'm really bad at texting people. I don't like it that much. I'm very much like need to hear a voice, and I'm also really bad about like putting together the emotion of a person without seeing them, so I'm not great at texting. However, I would like to make that something that I pay better attention to and that I spend more time on. So if you're interested in that, that'll be in the description, similarly to the comments and stuff. I try to react to the stuff over there pretty much always. I'm a little slow, and sometimes I fail, but I try really hard to react to anything that goes on over there. So yeah, there's that. So I've been doing this for a long time, and I love it so much, and I spend a lot of time reacting to anything that happens with the comments and whatnot, which sometimes is overwhelming. Because sometimes it's like, it's been a month and there's no comments. Other times, there's 100 of them over the course of like a day. Which is kind of crazy. So, you know, there's that. But I do love that. And I do love this, and I do love talking to you guys, and I do love making videos. I know what next Friday's video is going to be. It's been a while since I've known what an upload was going to be a week prior, but I do know what the Friday upload's going to be. I can't comment on what the upload before/after would be, but, you know, I can comment on that one. It'll be a pitch, but it won't be Spider-Man this time. I know, it'll be crazy. It's been a while since I did something like that that wasn't a Spider-Man based one. But I am doing a pitch to give myself a moment to breathe on the Spider-Man pictures, because I've done them once a month for 4 months. And they're big, they're like an hour and some change each. And that's including the times that like I pause and I do a little bit of research, or I pause and I go like eat or drink or whatever. So they take a while to make, on top of like the fact that it is a writing thing, like it's an improv writing session basically. So like those are a little rough to do super often. So I think to give myself some breathing room and not burn myself out on the Spider-Man pitch, I'm going to do a pitch that isn't Spider-Man based, and you guys will get to see what that is next Friday. Similarly to pitching like Spider-Man or Hulk or Batman or whatever the fuck movie idea I have or show idea I have or whatever it may be, I'm now. I made a video about this a while ago, but now I can comment a little bit better. I'm making a comic book. I have an illustrator whose art I fucking adore. And he's also just a good friend, and I care for him. And coming into the summertime, there's going to be a lot more opportunity for us to work together and figure out what we're doing, how we're doing it, when we're doing it. But I'm making a comic book, and not like a short one, like like a series of it. So I'm quite excited about that. And I've been like going over it in my head so much. And like it's stressful, but I love it, and I'm so excited. And I've been very excited to get to doing that. And I want you guys who watch this stuff to know, because there's 20, 30, 40 people who watch these all the time, sometimes 100 maybe, you know. That will not interrupt this, that will not get in the way of this, that will never pull me away from being able to make content here on YouTube. Because I love both and I'm going to do both. So don't expect me to disappear or anything. I think for now, that's going to have to be the end of this video, because if I continue to drag it out, I feel like it's going to feel forced. Because I feel like I've gotten every point I have across, and if I am to push this video another 10 minutes, I think it'll be very visible that I'm pushing it to do that. And I try not to do that if I have the option. Like if a video is done and it's 30 minutes in, I don't have a reason to push it to 40. And I would like these videos to be longer, because it means you guys get more of me out of the week. I get more of like the watch time and stuff. It's great. It's good for everybody involved. But I don't feel like pushing myself. I don't feel like pushing the video and pushing you guys to have to listen to something that's been stretched out to be super long. So thank you guys so much for your time, for your efforts. I appreciate every like, every comment, the subscriptions. Check out the Discord in the description. And I will see you guys twice next week. I love you. Goodbye.